So now it's time to make the Comfrey salve. I usually start with putting it in the machine and letting it infuse, because it has to infuse for several hours. And then once it's done infusing in the machine, then I will get my beeswax ready and get the canisters ready, because now the process will go pretty quickly. So in a day I could have the Comfrey salve made, and this is what it looks like. It's a beautiful green color, and that's because the Comfrey is really green and beautiful. And if you don't know what Comfrey is, I encourage you to Google the benefits of Comfrey. It's Comfrey. Just Google the benefits of Comfrey, and you'll be amazed at what this little herb and how powerful this little herb is. And I know for me and my family, this is probably about 80% of why I am medicine free with my fibromyalgia, because this this does wonders for it, along with the other things that I do. But this is really a great help. And so all it is the Comfrey herb, olive oil, and natural beeswax. Normally I get my beeswax or buy my beeswax from a local beekeeper, so that way I can kind of keep it local. But right now I can't find any. So I did buy some beeswax on Amazon that is natural, and you can tell it's natural because when you open it, you still have that incredible honey smell, and you can tell that it hasn't been rendered down completely, which is okay with me because that's what I'm looking for. So what we're going to do now is, this is my honey right here. This is my beeswax right here. And it's not pretty how I have to break the beeswax block. I use a mallet and a knife to do so. And then I put it in a slow cooker that is only used for my calendula salve or my Comfrey salve, because those are the two that I put beeswax in. I do make a tallow salve, and which we will get to that today too, provided I have time. If not, that will be a separate video, because I've got to cut the meat off the tallow and make sure that I clean up the tallow a little bit, so that way, well, suet is really what it is, and then you turn it, the tallow will turn into, I don't know, I get confused with that. All I know is that it makes an incredible lotion, and I will be making a calendula chamomile lotion with that. So but right now what we're going to do is we are going to melt our beeswax, then we're going to pour. Look at how beautiful that is. Can you see that green? And it's such a beautiful green color. And so we'll pour this into the beeswax, and then we'll pour it into our tin cans, and then it will set up, and I'll let them set up overnight. It usually doesn't take that long, but I like to make sure that they're really nice and solidified and cooled completely before I put the lids on them. So let's melt some wax. And again, please keep in mind that I am in a working kitchen today, so I've got stuff everywhere, because that's just how I work my flow. So it is a little bit of a mess today, but and so what we're going to do now is we're going to put this in there. I've been letting this warm up, so it's pretty hot. I can't keep my fingers there long, and so we will just let that sit there. And these are this is my calendula salve, and these are the tins that it will go into. These are 2.5 ounce salves. Now this is my calendula, and you can tell I use it regularly. I use it just as much as I use my Comfrey. I like to put this on my face and my lips, and sometimes my hair. I don't use the wax one in my hair. Let me correct you. I'm sorry about that. But I do put it on my feet sometimes if I'm not putting the Comfrey salve on my feet. But this is just a great salve for dry skin. And that's all I use it for. That's the only reason why I make calendula. Now, if you want calendula for other products, we do have another vendor there at the market that makes some wonderful items with calendula. And Victoria #2 makes some incredible things with calendula. If you're looking for more than just a dry skin for calendula, check out Victoria #2. She's at the Pass Market every Saturday, and she will have some great calendula products, because calendula really is an incredible product for your skin. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to melt down, I'm going to go ahead and set up our tins. So that way when we put the oil into the beeswax, it's not going to take any time to mix it together. And then I quickly have to pour it into the tins before it starts to solidify. Because once it hits the wax,
I want to show you real quick. Look how beautifully green this comfrey is. This is a cut and sifted comfrey, because the whole part of the comfrey is just incredible. It's incredible for your body. It's incredible for your yard. The nutrients for your yard. Next year we're going to do what is called a chop and drop. We're going to plant this between our fruit trees and our blueberry bushes, and then as it grows, we're just going to chop it up, drop it, and let it just mulch the ground, because this is not only good for the ground, or it's good for your skin or your body aches, and for the ground. And this is probably, that I found, and through the research, I'm not saying it's the only one, because I can't be factual about that, but it is one of the most recommended natural pain relievers. And I live off this stuff. I think that this has been a saving grace for me. I just praise the Lord for making this herb, for people like me that suffer from a chronic pain all the time, and this gives us a natural form of relief. But look how pretty that is. So you can see that deep forest green in there, and that's why the comfrey, when it's infused with the oil, comes out so green. And then when you mix it with the natural beeswax, it kind of makes that beautiful sagey green color. And while we're waiting for the wax to melt to make the comfrey salve, I am going to start my calendula, and look how beautiful the calendula is. This is just so pretty. Now, I don't grow the calendula. I do buy it. I do buy it organically, and it is cut and sifted. So I do not grow the calendula, but look how beautiful that is. I just love calendula. Calendula is just awesome. You can drink it, you can put it as a salve. It's just incredible. So this is what we're going to make next. And because it takes the machine a few hours to infuse it, this is not a salve that we'll see done today, but it's going to be the same process, except for the oils are different. I do use a different oil, because this is made for dry skin, so I don't use the olive oil. I do use a different oil. So there you go. There's what the herbs look like. This is your calendula, and the green one is your comfrey. Now that it's ready, and this stage you have to go kind of quickly, because the wax and the oil will dry rather quickly. So this is the quicker part of the process, and while it's drying, I will, or later tonight, I will make the tops, and then of course the cottage law label. So if you're looking for the comfrey salve, this is what it will look like right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and start pouring. I'm going to put a glove on because this is hot, and I have to tilt it just a little bit because I have the camera in the way. And I love this little thing I got from Hobby Lobby. You know what I like to tell customers that are interested in buy it, to come try a sample of it at the market, when you get to the market, come tell me you want to try the Comfrey salve. Put it where it hurts. Walk around the market, because by the time you walk around the market, you're going to know if it works for you or not. You're going to know if it works. And I'm going to say that these are 2.5 ounces, because I had tins that were 2 ounces, and I could make exactly 9 tins, but this is the second batch, and these are new tins that I've been only able to make 6 of them, so you're probably getting 2.5 ounces in them. And there you have it. They are going to dry. They're too hot to touch right now, and we're going to have to make another batch tonight, because 6 of them will not get me through a Saturday. I usually go between 12 and 15 that are sold, so we'll definitely make another batch of this, so there'll be enough for everybody on Saturday. But I just wanted to give you a visual of how we do things at Tea Garden Bakeries, and just to let you know that